Chapter 1. Flat Earth, a joke or a growing belief? What if the world you see isn't the world that exists? What if the maps are wrong? The photos are fake, and the sky above is not what we think it is. For most of us, the idea that the Earth is flat sounds absurd, something from ancient myths or conspiracy forums. But what if we told you that in the 21st century, despite all the science, satellites, and global travel, millions of people still believe the Earth is flat? They are not just trolls or YouTubers. They are engineers, teachers, athletes, even celebrities. They believe the Earth isn't a sphere, but a flat, immovable disk, with Antarctica as a massive ice wall holding everything in, and above it, a dome, like a snow globe. Is this all just a meme? A psychological experiment? Or is it something far deeper, a reflection of modern mistrust in science, governments, and truth itself? Let's begin our journey into one of the strangest belief systems that refuses to die. Chapter 2. When the whole world believed the Earth was flat. Long before science, rockets, and satellites, humans believed the Earth was flat. Ancient Mesopotamians, Egyptians, Norse mythology, they all described a flat land, surrounded by water under a firm sky. The Greek philosopher Anaximander imagined Earth as a cylinder. Even in the Bible, the book of Genesis speaks of the firmament, a solid dome separating the waters above from the waters below. But everything changed around 250 BCE, when Greek astronomer Eratosthenes used shadows and sticks to calculate Earth's circumference, and came shockingly close to the real number. Still, the flat Earth worldview remained popular for centuries. In fact, it wasn't until the age of exploration, when ships started crossing oceans, that the round Earth became not just theory, but experience. But for some, those proofs never settled the matter. Chapter 3. Who are the modern flat earthers? You'd think flat Earth died with medieval thinking, but it didn't. It just went underground. In 1838, Samuel Rowbotham, a British writer, published Zetetic Astronomy, a book claiming Earth was flat and that science was corrupted. He founded the Flat Earth Society, which survived all the way into the internet age. And then came YouTube. Between 2015 and 2019, Flat Earth exploded online. Videos with millions of views, entire channels dedicated to exposing the globe lie. Conventions were held. Flat Earthers began live streaming experiments and debates. Famous basketball player Kyrie Irving said he believed that the Earth is flat. Even rapper B.O.B. raised money to launch a weather balloon to see for himself. In an age of mistrust, Flat Earth became more than a theory. It became a movement. Chapter 4. Their strongest claim. Is NASA lying? If Earth is flat, then all the images of Earth from space must be fake. This is the flat earthers' central claim, that NASA is lying, that every space agency is part of a giant cover-up. They argue NASA's images of Earth are all CGI or composites. The moon landing was staged. Space travel is a hoax. Satellites don't exist. It's all done by towers and balloons. They point to glitches in spacewalk videos. They claim astronauts are actors. And they ask, if Earth is really spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, why don't we feel it? Their logic is simple. If they lied about the moon landing, they can lie about anything. But is that evidence or just mistrust? Chapter 5. The globe model. What they refuse to accept. Flat earthers reject what most of us learned in school. They say, water always finds its level, it can't curve. Airplane flight paths only make sense on a flat map. The horizon always looks flat. There is no real photo of Earth from space. They believe the globe model was invented by secret societies, Freemasons, Jesuits, or global elites to hide the truth. In their model, the North Pole is at the center. Antarctica is a 360-degree ice wall. The sun and moon are small and circle above. Gravity doesn't exist. Objects fall because of density. It sounds like fantasy, but they argue mainstream science is the real illusion. Chapter 6. Experiments that tried to prove flat Earth and failed. Flat earthers pride themselves on doing their own research. But ironically, many of their own experiments prove the Earth is round. In the 2018 Netflix documentary Behind the Curve, a group tries to use a laser to test Earth's flatness over a long canal. The result? The laser beam disappears exactly what happens on a curved Earth. Another test involves holding boards with holes and shining a light through them at equal height over a distance. On a flat Earth, the light should be visible, but it's not unless they raise it higher, again proving curvature. Still, many flat earthers reject the results, blaming equipment failure, or claiming the light was bent by the dome. When belief becomes identity, evidence becomes the enemy. Chapter 7. The Role of Media, YouTube, and Internet Echo Chambers. In the age of algorithms, the more extreme the content, the more it spreads. Flat Earth content thrives on YouTube. Its videos use dramatic music, fake NASA clips, and long monologues questioning science. Once someone watches one, the algorithm feeds them more, and slowly a rabbit hole opens. Flat Earth forums, Facebook groups, Discord servers, they create echo chambers where no disagreement is allowed and doubt is seen as betrayal. YouTube and TikTok have tried to suppress flat Earth videos, but the content always returns, repackaged, rebranded, and more seductive than ever. Chapter 8. Scientific Truth. The facts that break the flat Earth model. Here's the reality. The Earth is round. Not perfectly round, but an oblate spheroid, slightly wider at the equator. We know this because ships disappear hull first over the horizon. The Coriolis effect affects storms and projectiles. Lunar eclipses always show Earth's curved shadow. GPS, satellite TV, and weather tracking rely on orbital data. Airplane flight paths only make sense on a globe. You can literally fly around the Earth in one direction and return to the same point. And finally, astronauts have seen it. They've taken photos, videos, live streams. Thousands of independent launches have shown the Earth's curve from balloons, rockets, and even commercial flights. Flat Earth fails not just scientifically, but logically. Chapter 9. Why People Still Believe. The Psychology of Conspiracies. If the evidence is so overwhelming, then why do people still believe? The answer lies in human psychology. Flat Earth isn't really about the shape of the planet. It's about mistrust, control, and identity. People who feel powerless often turn to conspiracies because it gives them a sense of control. If everything is a lie, then they are among the few who see the truth. It's a community, a purpose, a war against the system. The internet didn't invent conspiracy thinking, it just supercharged it. Chapter 10. Final Verdict. Is Flat Earth just another internet hoax? Flat Earth is not a scientific theory. It's not even a debate. It's a reflection of the world we live in, a world full of information and even more confusion. For some, believing in Flat Earth is rebellion. For others, it's comfort. But in the end, truth doesn't change based on belief. The Earth is not flat, and deep down, most Flat Earthers probably know that too. But for them, Flat Earth isn't just about science. It's about questioning everything. And maybe, just maybe, that's something we all do in our own way. If this video made you think, like, share, and subscribe, because the world is not always what it seems.